Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Miss Razia Bashir from University of Education, Lower Mall Campus, Lahore. I am co-teaching Zoogegraphy and Paleontology. Our main teacher to the subject is Dr. Muhammad Mudassar Shahzad from Division of Science and Technology, Township, Lahore. Dear students, today we will discuss the Nearctic region, which is also known as North American region. As World Wildlife Fund has developed a system of 8 ecozones, which includes Palearctic, Australasia, Nearctic, Indomalayan, Afrotropic, Oceania, Neotropic, and Antarctic. So today we will focus on one of these main ecozones, which is Nearctic or North American region. Briefly, I would like to discuss biogeography, which is actually the study of distribution of plants and animals over the surface of Earth in both space and time. Biogeography describes the distribution of particular species and their habitats. Species or ecosystem mappings, they are very important from a conservation and land management viewpoint. I want to clarify the importance of discussing these ecozones. As a biogeographist or zoogeographist, our main focus is to understand the distribution of animals over the surface of Earth. To fulfill this aim, we have to look into the surface of Earth. So, WWF has given us a scheme to understand the surface of Earth. It has divided Earth into different ecozones. These ecozones are actually the climatic distributions which affect the distribution of animals on this Earth. So, we will discuss one of these ecozones, and we will focus on the distribution of animals on this ecozone. What is an ecozone? An ecozone, a biogeographic realm, represents large areas of the Earth's surface where plants and animals they develop in relative isolation over longer periods of time. These ecozones are separated from one another by the geological features, which may include oceans, deserts, or high mountain ranges. Between Eurasia and Nearctic, there is lying a wide ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. Animals cannot cross such a big ocean, so both these areas they develop in relative isolation. Similarly, you see Afrotropic is separated from the Eurasia through the Sahara Desert. So this is such a wide desert having harsh climate that animals cannot move through this area, cannot move from Afrotropic to the Eurasian region. Similarly, high mountain ranges like Karakoram and Himalayan series are lying between the Oriental and Eurasian region. No animal exchange is possible through this series. So these are actually the barriers to plant and animal migration. Considering all these features, World Wildlife Fund has divided the Earth into different ecozones. These ecozones include Palearctic, mainly which is having Europe and Asia. Second, we have Nearctic, which is also known as North American continent. Third, we have Afrotropic, which is also known as African continent. Fourth, we have the Neotropic or South American countries, simply the football countries. At fifth, we have Australasia. At sixth, we have Indomalayan region. Seventh, we have Oceania. And eighth, we have the Antarctic. Here through this map, I would like to make you people understand WWF Ecozones. Relatively, you can see Palearctic is the largest among all ecozones. It is mainly comprising currently Europe and Asia. The next largest by area is the Afrotropic, which is having Ethiopian or African countries. The smallest among all is the Antarctic, which is area-wise the smallest among all these ecozones. Our next topic of concern is bioregion. What is the difference in an ecozone and a bioregion? As WWF has given us a scheme for the ecozones, according to that we have 8 main ecozones in the world. In each ecozone, further there are some subdivisions which are known as the bioregions. These bioregions are actually geographic clusters of ecozones that may span several habitat types, but they have strong biogeographic affinities, particularly at taxonomic levels higher than the species level. Coming to our main topic of concern, the Nearctic region. It is one of the 8 terrestrial ecozones. Green highlighted areas in the given map, they represent Nearctic region. Nearctic ecozone covers most of North America. It also includes Greenland and the highlands of Mexico. Area of Nearctic covers approximately 22.9 million square kilometers. In this ecozone, main bioregions include Canadian Shield, Eastern North America, Northern Mexico, Western North America. So mainly it is divided into 4 bioregions. Nearctic, along with the neotropical regions, comprises New World. Why this is called as New World? Actually, after Columbus has discovered the American continents, the world of Europe, Africa, and Asia were often referred to as the Old World, while the Americas were called as the New World because it was an unexplored region at one time. The New World is a name used for this hemisphere, which specifically refers to the Americas. This name started in the early 60th century, shortly after America was discovered. Before this discovery, the people of the European Middle Ages thought that the world was only Europe, Asia, and Africa. So these continents were collectively called as the Old World. After discovery by Columbus, the American continents were known as the New World. Talking about the climate of Nearctic region, it shows great diversity in its climatic conditions and temperatures. The eastern part of North America is composed of mixed or deciduous forests. The middle part is composed of grasslands. In northern portion, the winter temperature is much lower than is found at a corresponding latitude in Europe. So life is very scarce in this region as few animals can survive in such a frozen soil. This map represents the great diversity in climate of Nearctic region. Mean climatic distribution of Nearctic region shows here Arctic tundra, evergreen forests, grasslands, and deserts. So it actually represents all of the possible climatic conditions in this continent. An important point to remember regarding Nearctic region is that here you see a lot of Eurodales. For that reason, it is also known as headquarters of Eurodales. Eurodales are actually the amphibians from order Caudata. Actually, amphibians are having dual life. Sometimes they stay in water and sometimes they stay on terrestrial land. They, after metamorphosis, lose their tail. However, Eurodales are those amphibians which retain their tails even after their metamorphosis into the adult life. A key feature in the biodiversity of this ecoregion is existence of a great variety of phylum Mollusca. It is represented by 301 families of freshwater mussels. Important of them include Unionidae and Margaritiferidae. Unionidae represent the largest order Unionida for freshwater mussels, while Margaritiferidae represent medium-sized freshwater mussels which are capable of producing pearls. Mammalian fauna of the Nearctic region is represented mainly by the black bears, raccoons, and beavers. Beavers belong to phylum Chordata, order Rodentia, and family Castoridae. Black bears belong to phylum Chordata, order Carnivora, and family Ursidae. Raccoons are represented by phylum Chordata, order Carnivora, and family Procunidae. Nearctic region is represented by over 700 bird species, including great horned owls, which belong to phylum Chordata, class Aves, order Strigiformes, and family Strigidae. It also includes northern mockingbirds from the Aves, order Passeriformes, and family Mimidae. Great prairie chickens are also present in Nearctic region, which are presented by order Galliformes and family Phrygianidae. Looking into the historical overview of evolution of the Nearctic region. Wagner gave idea that all the continents were joined to form one great land mass in Permian period. This great land mass was known as the Pangaea. About 250 million years ago, all the continents were existing like Pangaea. This single common land mass was surrounded by a single ocean which was known as the Panthalassa. In order to understand the existence of Pangaea, you see over here on the right side, a map is representing the face of Earth about 225 million years ago. In the Permian period, you see all the continents were together, which is represented by brown mass. This single land mass was known as Pangaea. Here you can see it was surrounded in bluish color, which was basically the Panthalassa. On the left side, here you can see the different colors. The surface of Earth has been changed since Permian period over time, where all the continents, they were split, they were broken down. So Pangaea actually was converted into different land masses. By the end of Triassic period, approximately 180 million years ago, the Pangea became divided into two supercontinents, the northern continent and the southern continent. The northern continent was known as Laurasia, while the southern continent was known as the Gondwana. North America basically split from Laurasia. The supercontinents Laurasia and Gondwana, they also began to break apart into fragments. These fragments started drifting away from one another to form the present-day continents through the process of continental drift. So the continental drift resulted in present-day continents, which includes Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, America, the North America and South America. So basically, North America or Nearctic was part of the northern continent Laurasia. It has taken its current place after the process of continental drift by being separated from the Laurasia. As we have defined, an ecozone is an area which has been evolved in long-term isolation. It means there was no animal exchange between different ecozones. However, the continental drift is a continuous phenomenon. Still, all the continents, they are moving. Somewhere, this motion is restricted when a big continent strikes another continent. It may has resulted in the formation of different land bridges, which has overruled different barriers to avoid animal exchange. Such an interaction is the formation of Beringia land bridge, which brought about interregional animal exchange. The Beringia land bridge was a land bridge created by lowering of the sea levels during the last glacial maximum. Humans, many plants and animals, they have migrated to North America from Asia through this narrow land bridge. Basically, Beringia land bridge is connecting the North American continent to the Eurasian continent towards the Pacific Ocean. Plate movements may have resulted in formation of different land bridges. These land bridges bring about interregional animal exchange. Another example of this interregional animal exchange is the formation of Isthmus of Panama between South American continent and the North American continent. It was an important paleozoographic event in which land and freshwater fauna migrated from North America via Central America to South America. It was first discussed in 1876 by the father of biogeography, Alfred Russel Wallace. South America was a part of supercontinent of Gondwana, while the North America was part of Laurasia. They were separate continents. However, their independent movement through the continental drift bring them closer. So, the establishment of Isthmus of Panama has taken place between both of these continents. The Isthmus of Panama is a narrow strip of land that lies between the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean, linking North and South America. At the same time, first evidence of humans appeared in the Holocene extinction event. The climatic change contributed to many extinctions. The primary cause was hunting by newly arrived humans. So many large animals, including camels, mammoths, mastodons, sloths, saber-toothed cats, and short-faced bears, became extinct in North America after the arrival of humans there. The American bison, brown bear, and elk entered North America around the same time as the first humans. They expanded rapidly, filling ecological niches, which were left empty by the newly extinct North American megafauna. Major ecological regions of Nearctic includes Canadian Shield, Eastern North America, Western North America, Northern Mexico, and Southwestern North America. We will see each of these ecological regions one by one. First ecological region of the North American continent is Canadian Shield. It extends across northern portion of continent. It includes Aleutian Islands to Newfoundland. Aleutian Islands are a chain of more than 300 small volcanic islands, marking a line between the Bering Sea and the Pacific Gulf of Alaska. It includes main climatic zones of Nearctic, Arctic tundra, and boreal forests. Here in the Nearctic region, you can see the highlighted Canada, which is going to represent mainly the Canadian Shield. Next ecological region of the Nearctic zone is the Eastern North America. This is the American side towards the Atlantic Ocean. It includes temperate broadleaf and mixed forests of eastern United States and southeastern Canada. It also has Great Plains, temperate grasslands of central United States and south central Canada. The third main ecological region of the Nearctic is Western North America. This is basically on the coastal line of America towards the Pacific side. It includes temperate coniferous forests of coastal and mountain regions of southern Alaska, western Canada, and western United States. Major ecological regions in terms of floristic provinces are represented by Rocky Mountain region as well as cool winter intermountain deserts and xeric shrublands, temperate grasslands, and shrublands of western United States. Here you can see the four main ecological regions in Nearctic. It includes mainly the Canadian Shield, the fourth one major ecological region of Nearctic is northern Mexico and southwestern North America. It mainly comprises xeric shrublands of northern Mexico, southern California, and southwestern United States. Here you can see major ecological regions through the pictures, including Great Basin Desert, Mojave Desert, Sonoran Desert, Shahzad Desert. Mammals are usually small, like the kangaroo mice of Northern American deserts. Climate of Shahzad, Sonoran, Mojave deserts are hot and dry. Annual temperatures over here are approximately 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Extremely, the temperature may reach up to 49 Celsius. However, the temperature may falls up to minus 18. Rainfall is higher, almost 28 centimeter a year in these areas. Thank you, dear students. If you have any question, you may ask through the Google Classroom.